Over 30 years ago, we were touring the world, my brothers and my father, and we got to see a little bit of everything.
Then we decided to come off the road and settle down in Springfield, Missouri and open a music retail store.
And ever since then, we've had some of the coolest instruments and even cooler people come through the door.
Now we have cameras that follow us everywhere we go, so you can see exactly what it's like to be at the Ozark Music Shoppe. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Ozark Music Shoppe, episode 2. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one where
is that the title of it? We did it.
We did it. This is the one where you learn about all the characters. Finally, we'll get the backstory of Jeremy and what makes him tick.
No, but
I'm his father. That happens in episode 2, right? Well, that's technically episode 5.
That is so weird.
5.
Anyway, we are back with special guest Josh Williams joins John for Battle of the Guitars.
Is that what we did?
Right. No.
That was a battle?
John supports Josh while Josh performs on the guitar. It's a very good...
We have one really great guitar player and one John.
He is an incredible player of all different instruments. We've known him for a lot of years.
We knew him back when he was Banjo Boy.
That's right, young guy. We have a full interview of that on our social media channel. You can check that out on YouTube. Entire kind of discussion of guitar players, guitar styles, all kinds of good stuff. So check that out. We follow that up with our very own Octopus Fingers himself. That is Jackson Lawhead.
Jackson Lawhead, the one and only. And we're playing a Jackson 5 song.
Jackson
on Jackson.
Playing Jackson.
Jackson on Jackson. It'll get better than that, does it? On acoustic guitars, even. Are you kidding me?
John sits with him.
Sans the dance moves. They didn't have the dance moves either.
I hold the guitar.
Anyway, that was it. John took over this episode, and
we rounded out the episode with a bit of a challenge. We're bringing in the shop labs.
Some investigative reporting happens.
Investigative reporting, that's exactly what it is.
Tonight on the Ozark Music Shoppe, we will be investigating whether or not you are spending your money wisely.
Yes, we talk about picks, pick challenge. Can you tell the difference between an expensive pick and a cheap pick? Who knows? I don't know. Do you know? You'll know soon.
Yeah, so we're gonna come to conclusions.
Yeah, stay
conclusions
tuned.
Will be had.
We're excited about this episode. Can't wait for you to see it. So let's roll it. Might as well.
Here you go.
There's more pretty girls than one. More pretty girls than one. Any old town that I ramble all around, and there's more pretty girls than one. Go ahead, man. Mama talked to me last night. She gave to me some good advice. She said, son, you ought to quit this old rambling all around. Find yourself a sweet loving wife. There's more pretty girls than one. More pretty girls than one. Any old town that I ramble all around, and there's more pretty girls than one.
Tell them now.
Yes.
Honey, look down that old lonesome road.
Oh, yeah.
Hang down your pretty head and cry, 'cause I'm thinking all about those pretty little girls, and I'm hoping that I'll never die. There's more pretty girls than one. More pretty girls than one. Any old town that I ramble all around, pretty girls than one. More pretty girls than one. Any old town that I ramble all around, and there's more pretty girls than one.
Yes. Growing up as a musical family was always awesome.
We grew up with instruments in the home. We grew up playing with people at festivals and camps and jams, and that sense of community that music brings, there's nothing that can replace that group of people. They're like family once you start playing music with them, and it's an amazing thing.
The first guitar that I ever got that was all mine. When I got it home, it gave me this ability to play things that I had never played before. And I think the best part about now working with other customers is now I get to connect them to an instrument. Then I can be able to send them home with a guitar, a banjo, mandolin, whatever it happens to be, that is going to help them make the most of their abilities.
Something we've found is there's kind of ripple effects that happen. When you send a guitar home with somebody, it's not just for that person, but then that ripples out to their family, and then they find other friends that are playing music, and then that brings together a whole new community where there's not one thing done in isolation, and it's so cool to be one part of that ripple.
Now the greatest feeling is when these people come back and they're bringing back their own kids, they're bringing back other family members, and now they're putting together a whole new nucleus of musicians and creating a whole new community. And hopefully that continues throughout the rest of, life.
Today, we've got a pick challenge, a blind pick challenge. We are going to find out the differences between picks.
Yeah. Can you tell the difference between a $5 pick, actually a 30-cent pick, and a $45 pick? We're gonna find out.
I have no idea.
I think I can.
Mask on!
Golden Gate pick.
I have to tell
detecting hints of
Honey and sassafras.
wild truffles.
I think it's got a real warm tone to it.
Yeah.
Kind of mellow, but maybe a little too duddy. I don't hear much clarity in the
The
pick.
clarity is missing.
I'm gonna.
You go first.
It's always tough with the first pick to really give
Yeah.
it impression. I'm gonna go kind of mid-road. I think 6.5. Are we allowed to do decimals?
Doctor, you're allowed to do whatever you want.
6.375
Or
or 6.5. I'm gonna round to
6 point.
6.5.
Yeah, I can move up to the 5. I'm going to go with a little lower than that as my baseline because I'm a conservative fellow. I'm going to go with 4.9759432 or 4.7.
Let's round that up to
down.
You rounded down.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going with a 4.7. I'm at a 6.5. Maybe we should keep this at just.
Okay. Well, then 5 and 6.
Okay, there we go. I'm ready for the next pick.
Blue Chip, TAD 55 3R.
More clarity.
Definitely more clarity.
It's very smooth sounding.
Yeah.
I would call that the Chavon Blanc of picks. If
What
you
does
were
that
to,
even mean?
Well, it's a reference to wine.
I don't think
I don't-
there's something called Chavon Blanc.
It sure is.
I'm gonna go with a 8. I want my decimal point back, 8.5 on that one.
I would
I like
think
the clarity of it.
I'm
It's
going.
still warm.
I want to go with a 9, but I want to back off it a little bit. So maybe I'll give it an 8.5 also.
Bit of a tie.
I'm just coming from the opposite end as you.
Okay.
So mine's a little bit higher than your 8.5.
But yet they're the same.
Mine holds a lot more value. Next!
A purple D'Addario Duralin pick.
I'm ready.
Oh, I'm so excited for this one.
Boo.
I'm detecting something cheap.
I'm not a fan of this one. It's very thin sounding. Not much tonal quality to it.
It has not been hand varnished.
Scratchy.
I'll tell you that much.
Itchy. It makes me itch.
Itchy? That's an itchy pick.
I'm gonna give that one a 3.
Yeah, 2.759 or a 3.
Okay.
3.
We need one of those buckets to spit in between each tasting.
Yeah, I didn't like the taste of that one.
I gotta clean my ears out. Got some Q-tips? We should do that in between each pick. Next!
Graph Tech Tusk.
I'm so ready for this pick.
All right. Give it to me.
That's even worse than the
That's
last
what I was
one.
about to say. That's even thinner. No.
Yeah, I don't think so. Where'd you get that pick? At the dollar store?
Makes me want to take back my 3.5 and raise it to a 4 and put this one at a 2.
Yeah. I say 2. 1.5. 1.5. I'm using the decimals.
I hope somebody's writing these down because I don't remember what I'm saying.
I want to use my decibel point. Oh, God. Jokes? Ooh. Pick me!
Prime Tone Dunlop 1.5 millimeters.
That's better. It's got some clarity, some warmth. It's really one of those kind of.
Yeah, I like that one.
It's got a good definition.
balance. I feel purple when you hear that one
Ooh, I feel all purple inside.
with pointy stars.
I'm going first on this one. I'm going to say 6.5.
I'm gonna get a 7 3/4.
I knew you'd try to do better than me.
How is me rating it higher?
3/4? You can't do 3/4. Can he do 3/4?
7.75.
7.75.
Next pick.
The iTone 41.
I hope this pick does it.
We're going backwards now.
It's got a full strum to it.
It does have a tone to it, but it also has, it's almost like it's a good pick that's too thin.
Yes. There's a little weakness to it. It doesn't have the punch.
Weak sauce.
6.
Yeah, 5.5 based off of my last rating. You know what we should do? Next pick! D'Addario's case-in pick, Chris Thiele signature.
A lot of clarity. Good attack. Well varnished.
Still not topping it out for me. I'd say
8.3 while he's thinking.
yeah, I was just singing along. Yeah, 8. 8. It's not blowing me away, but it was good. It was round as.
You heard less of the pick sound and more notes, but it was still a little thin, I thought, maybe a little bit.
Just, yeah, she feels a little off. You know what
Might
I
have been
forgot
the
to
player.
do? I just got back from vacation. You know what I forgot to do? Take pictures!
Next!
And now for a wild card. No, no, no.
Scratchy, scratchy, scratchy. Thin. Suppose if you want to sound like Toby Keith banging on a guitar,
Hey, don't be calling out Toby.
well, not known for his tone, if you know what I mean. I'd give that one also a 3.
Ah, I'm going 2. At best.
I have a threshold. I don't want anybody to feel bad about their pick.
I feel bad about that one.
If I had to pick one, it wouldn't be that one. So is that it?
That concludes our blindfold pick challenge.
Are we allowed to take these off now?
They're compiling our results right now, and I've been told they are compelling.
We have an independent firm adding up the totals, and they're gonna get. Are those ready? I understand they're ready.
This just in. The results are in.
Yeah. After some very difficult tabulation, we've been watching the Olympics, and I really feel for the judges now. It's a difficult job,
This is tough.
especially watching people flip around. But we got it. We got it listed from.
Yeah.
We're gonna start the
Coming in
lowest
at
rated.
number 8, we have
This one surprised me a little bit. The Graphtec Tusk material. I think it was just a little thin
sorry,
sounding.
Graphtec.
Again, you gave it a 1.5. I gave it a 2. I'm a little nicer than you are. Number 7. I wasn't aware this was going to be thrown in there, but a credit card stamper. I know we had that in the shop. Thank you,
That's
Jackson,
not,
for bringing that to the store.
Yeah.
Again, not a good tone material, the credit card. If you want to do something with them, don't play your
It
instrument.
had high hopes to rank high in this contest and failed to exceed expectations.
We apologize to the customer who had their credit card. The company told us to punch a
Honey,
pick
you
out of it.
spent too much money on Amazon.
Okay, number
Moving
6, the purple. Now this is a Durlin material, so we have the custom acoustic shop ones, but made by D'Addario.
Purple D'Addario, one of the most popular picks
I think they're
in the
30
world,
cents
really.
each,
I mean,
roughly.
yeah, for the value,
You gave it a 3, I give it a 4.
comes in right, probably where it needs to be.
Yep. Number 5, Golden Gate. So we had that kind of rounded Golden Gate pick.
I believe this is the type of pick that David Grisman
Similar,
plays. Yeah.
the shape is David Grisman's pick. You gave it a 5, I gave it a 6. He does, and I don't think it has anything to do with the pick. But that came in at number 5, so right in the middle of the road. Actually, a little
All right.
higher than the middle of the road.
Now we're gonna get to the meat of the potatoes.
I think it's, looking at the results, I think, the pricier picks came out on top. We got the iTone. I'm not familiar with
iTone.
that.
Oh, Sean Lane's
Sean Lane's pick.
made this pick famous. He sent us one to test out, and boy did we. And you know
Made
what?
it in the top 4.
Yeah, top 4, pretty good.
And good healthy score of 5.5 and 6 by me.
Yeah, at this point we're at 4-1. We're getting tight.
Yeah.
In the race.
This is a very tight race here. We go up to number 3, which is the Prime Tone, which again, this is a pick that you can get a 3-pack for about $8. I was really impressed with these the first time I tried them. They are still hand varnished. A good pick, and it came in at number 3 here with a score of 6.5 and 7.75.
That's pretty good.
And then the final, the 1 and 2 came in very close. The Diodario casing material, the Chris Thiele signature pick, came in at, you give it an 8, I give it an 8.3. So that came in at number 2. And then Blue Chip, again, this was fully blind. I've been playing Blue Chip for a while, and I also like the Diodario casing and the Prime Tone. So I guess it stands to reason that I have really good taste in picks. And it's probably worth the expense. I thought there was a pretty big difference when we got up to that top 3. So the Blue Chip, TAD 3R, we both gave it an 8.5, so we both like that one equally. Yeah. You came from above, I came from below.
Yeah, I think mine
still landed on the same.
A little bit. It would have been a tiebreaker if we needed it, but not. So there you have it. The results are in. We were very scientific about this, so don't comment in the sections about how we could have done it better or not, because it was perfect. And therefore, you should enjoy this video and not complain.
It's subjective. I mean, it's like wine tasting. You gotta believe somebody when they just say, "Oh, I taste oak and honey." And
I mean, who's out there drinking wine and chewing on trees? I don't know anybody, but somebody did it for you in order to start that measurement. I don't want to know what those taste like, but I'm glad.
And you gotta think by the time they're at the end of the tasting that their taste buds are not quite as accurate.
Yeah.
Where our ears were not intoxicated, and I think throughout the entire test we were lucid.
Yeah, somewhat. Anyway, thank you so much, and we will see you next time for another Shop Labs here at the Acoustic Shop.
Doctor.
Well, there you have it, the pick challenge. Can you believe it? Have you taken the pick challenge,
I have
Jeremy?
ever had about picks.
Have you taken the pick challenge?
I did. Did you watch the episode? I was part of that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I
can see that actually becoming a traveling thing, kind of like the Pepsi challenge, where we just got to go in and just randomly tell people, here, put on a blindfold. Can you hear something?
We have secretly substituted this guitar player's pick with a credit card.
That one.
Can they tell the difference? Woo!
I don't know. We're going to change the formula. It's going to be the new pick. Anyway, that was a lot of fun.
I can't wait for Pick Clear. Pick Clear.
That'll go over like a balloon.
That was a lot of fun. I'm glad that we're doing some things differently, mixing it up a little bit.
Tons of fun.
The music was still great. I enjoyed both Jackson and Josh playing great guitar. And John,
it's been said that Jackson
really
Lawhead has
playing along.
octopus fingers.
That's what people say online.
Something says that.
I think he keeps posting that.
It's weird.
Anyway, as always, if you have not had a chance to do so, you can catch this episode on YouTube at a later date. In fact, maybe you're watching it for the first time on YouTube, and if so, make sure to subscribe to that, as well as all of our very many different social media channels. And again, we will be back on KOZL next week, and then if you people are seeing it for the first time on KOZL, you can actually see the past episodes on YouTube.
There's thousands of them.
There's
It's
6
like an
seasons
infinite loop
episodes.
of episodes. You'll never leave your living room watching the Ozark
You
Music
can
Shop.
binge watch the Ozark Music Shop.
It's crazy.
All right, we're binge watchable.
Hey, that's kind of
That's
neat.
incredible.
You can watch them all at once.
Nobody's going to do
Never
that.
wait for we try to end every episode with a cliffhanger. What's going to happen next?
Dun, dun, dun.
That's what you got. Oh, so if you want to see what happens next, you can always just push play on YouTube and watch the next episode.
There you go. Anyway, we will be back again next week, wherever you're watching. Have a great time and have a great week. See ya. Adios.
Bye-bye.
Sayonara.
Bye-bye.